I remember someone commenting saying, oh my god, I wish you read this. I'll read it, baby. I'm gonna challenge myself to read 30 books in 30 days. Yeah, I know I'm crazy, oh god. Ignore my big fluffy hair. I will also be doing reading vlogs every week. Subscribe. Ignore how ugly my bookshelf is. I am doing a book organization video, and until I can actually film that, because it's going to take me so long, my bookshelves are just going to look really disorganized. Series aren't together, so I know if you don't like that, look away. Hi, I'm Jessica Nicole Dickerson, aka J&D, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is very exciting. I'm doing my October TBR, but I'm doing something a little different this month. I'm challenging myself to try, underline try, to read 30 books in 30 days. The whole reason why I'm doing this crazy venture to get into the habit of reading again, I feel like the last few months I haven't been posting wrap-ups, and it's because I haven't been finishing a lot of books. So getting into my TBR, I'm just going to list the 30 books that I'm excited to read. There are also many readathons happening during the month of October, spooky season. I will link them all down below. I'm not going to be doing them exactly just because I'm going to be trying to read 30 books. I'm going to be reading a lot. So I'm not too focused on reading certain books for certain challenges, besides maybe Blackoween, because I do want to read a lot of black horror thriller content, but I don't have that many. So I will list out the few that I have on my shelves right now that I'm hoping to read for Blackoween. I don't know where anything is now. I keep going back to my rainbow shelves being like, why aren't you here? And then it's not. I can't wait to get my rainbow back, man. First, we have The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. So this is actually the Brown Girl Book Club. It's a September-October pick. I'm going to be reading it hopefully very soon, in like the first week of October. The live show will be at the end of October, and you can participate by just joining the live show and the discussion, reading the book. You can always tweet at the book club, so make sure to follow it. I'll link it down below. And also, if you want to join the Discord, just ask me and I will send you the link. But yeah, Year of the Witching. I'm so excited. It's supposed to be spooky. Let's check out the first sentence, shall we? She was born breech in the deep of night. The midwife, Martha, had to seize her by the ankles and drag her from the womb. Oh god, that's the second sentence. Oh, little plug for my book club. Next, we have The Conductors by Nicole Glover. This book also really interests me. I don't want to give out too many details because I like going in not knowing too much, but here's the first sentence. When the wagon whirled into view, Hetty took another small step along the tree branch. Bam, baby. I am hoping to finally finish The Taking of Jake Levinstein. Literally was doing a buddy read in Abandoned Ship so hard. Now that it's spooky season, hopefully I can actually read it. This one I don't have an audiobook for it, which might be why I'm struggling to get through it. I have only been listening to audiobooks lately. That's how I've been reading. So you'll see if I can get more discipline and read the books I want to read. So the first sentence is, I'd hate to be the kid who died in PE class. See, that's such a strong first sentence. I have a couple arcs that I actually haven't finished yet, so I'm hoping to finish these kind of all in the same week and have like a Blackoween-a-thon weekly vlog. We'll see if that actually happens. I'm gonna weekly vlog for October, so that way I can keep myself accountable for reading every day. We'll see if that happens. So the first is White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. I love Tiffany D. Jackson. Love her. So let me read the first sentence to you. Preface is, period. There you are, period. They said you would be coming soon, period. All these years, they left me to rot and ruin, ... to die, period. And now here you come, period. A family trying to replace me, period. To erase me, period. Us, period. I think I remember reading this first sentence before, first paragraph, because of all the periods just make me laugh so hard. I don't think that's actually going to be a constant in the story. The preface is only a page, and then it goes into the normal dialogue, which I'm sure is going to sound more like the narrative voice, but it just makes me laugh. But I'm very hyped to read this. And then lastly, Beast of Prey, which actually got announced. It's being auctioned for Netflix, so I'm very excited for this author. Beast of Prey, let's read the first sentence. Let's see. Forbidden Fruit. Baba says only wicked things happen after midnight, but I know better. This one isn't horror or thriller or mystery. This one's just a high fantasy. So it doesn't really match the theme, but shh, just don't question me, okay? Sorry. Okay, for the last 2 books for Blackoween Fun, these are fantasies, so I'm not sure if these are good to read like 30 books in 30 days, just because obviously you want something that's like fast paced, but also like easy to read. We have Black Leopard, Red Wolf by Marlon James. Like an 800-page fantasy. I have the audiobook for it. I've actually read like 200 pages of it. Really enjoyed it. Just didn't finish it because of some reason or another. But I'd love to actually finish it. I don't know if I can try and tackle this during Blackoween and just maybe listen to like 2 hours a day. I think the audiobook is substantial. So let me read the first sentence for you. The child is dead. There is nothing left to know. And lastly, to make 7 books for the first week, which I realized doesn't even work. If I read 7 books a week, it still would be under 30 books. What am I getting myself into? The next book is Daughters of Jubilation. This, I feel like, is very atmospheric. Let me read the first sentence to you. Here's the thing about me. I ain't normal. Never have and never will. So that's my private business and anybody else's. I just think this is going to be fun, and luckily this is much shorter, so hopefully it'll be really fast paced, very atmospheric, but still like getting my 30 out of 30 done. Me realizing October has 31 days. So hi, I quickly wanted to come in and tell you guys that this is not a new challenge. This has been around BookTube, and I actually was just looking online and saw a bunch of other YouTubers did this as a challenge last month. So I am not the first one to do it. Definitely Google 30 books in 30 days challenge. It probably made more sense to do this in September, because September actually had 30 days within the month, whereas I am just very special and choosing to do this in a month that has 31 days. I also have When No One's Watching by Alyssa Cole, which came out last year. I have the audiobook for this. I definitely can read it. First sentence in the prologue. History is fucking wild. What is that? I want to know what. I know this book talks a lot about gentrification in a very now I'm going to pull a bunch of very short books that I'd like to finish. Big fantasy that I want to read, but it's for my Patreons. I was trying to decide what's a release that a lot of people hyped up that I really want to get into nitty-gritty in like a vlog and talk about, and that's Legendborn by Tracy Dion. If you don't know, I do have a Patreon. Check out the link below. I think I have a couple of free videos or free trailers available on my Patreon, but otherwise I have a bunch of extra vlogs. You get early access to a couple videos a month. You get exclusive pictures, exclusive reading vlogs, and during the month of October, if you sign up, you actually get a special offer. I don't know if it's live yet, depending on when this video goes up, but I'm having my Patreons vote on what design for our bookmark is. Stay tuned. Follow my Twitter, Instagram, and hit the notification bell. You won't miss the announcement. I will be talking about it so much. I'm so excited. But yeah, hopefully I'll get to read this for my Patreons, and I'll obviously tell you guys about what I think about it too. It just won't be a 40-minute reading vlog. First sentence is, the police officer's body goes blurry, then sharpens again. That sounds like someone got hit by a police officer and the police officer just stood there afterwards and be like, yeah, now you can't see straight. That's probably not what's happening at all. But yeah, another book added to the TBR. I have so many that I want to read. I'm at 10 books currently, so we need to triple that. Okay, next we have the stack of small books, and I just grabbed them all, so let's talk about them. So first we have The Pursuit of Truth by K.D. Richards. This, I actually have to put this stack down if I want to open the books and read from them. I'm not smart. This book I'm very excited for. This is also gifted by Davina. I'm so excited. Goosebumps tingle over Nadia Shelton's arms and neck as she exited her apartment building. Ooh, because she's being pursued. This next one, is James Baldwin. So this, not very spooky themed, but it's a classic. So it fits the dark academia style of autumnal vibes. That's not a sentence. Go Tell It on the Mountain. I've heard nothing but beautiful things about this. And the first sentence is, everyone had always said that John would be a preacher when he grew up, just like his father. So I'm excited to read this, but I also don't know really what to expect. Next on the same boat of being a small book, but also a classic, it is I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. And let me read you the first sentence. Well, the first sentence is actually like a quote saying, "What do you look at me for? I didn't come here to say," yeah. I don't really know what to expect besides the fact that it's supposed to be really, really sad. Look at trigger warnings before you read books, definitely. I'm not mentioning trigger warnings in this video just because I feel like everyone's different. Some people love knowing them, some people don't. So just do your own research so you're comfortable. Yeah. In my stack of small books, I have lots of middle grades. So I have The Front Desk by Kelly Yang, which I've been wanting to read for so long. I've heard it's a really, really cute middle grade story. And the first sentence is, my parents told me that America would be this amazing place where we could live in a house with a dog, do whatever we want, and eat hamburgers till we were red in the face. Oh, so far the only part of that we've achieved is the hamburger part, but I was still holding out hope. And hamburgers are pretty good. Next one, I have Hollowpox, The Hunt for Morgan Crow. This book I know has literal like pox, like their own pandemic kind of in a way. They get like an epidemic. So I've been a little scared to read this, but it's time. It's a fun middle grade. This is actually like one of my favorite middle grade series. Very magical and whimsical. I can't read the first sentence to you actually because it is the third in the series, but I'm very, very excited to continue the series. It's super fun. The last middle grade I have is Wind in the Door, which is the sequel to, what's that book called? A Wrinkle in Time. I'm not gonna edit that out. I did really enjoy the first book, and I do want to read the whole quartet at some point. It felt very whimsical and magical, very much like a middle grade. So hopefully I'll get to read this very soon in the month of October because it's short and I might as well get more books in. For my 24-hour readathon watch, I'm gonna read all of these short books for it. Last, for the small book category, I have When They Call You a Terrorist. So this book, I know a lot of people talk about it being their favorite books. It talks a lot about Black Lives Matter and like a lot of intersectionality when it comes to being Black. I'm trying to dive more into nonfiction. I've had this book forever and I'm finally gonna read it. Educate myself. Oh, Angeles Davis wrote the foreword. Days after the election in 2016, Aisha sent me a link to talk about astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson. What an interesting first sentence. I wonder why they're talking about him. Last book on the small book list is Jacqueline Woodson. Yeah, Before the Ever After, her newest release. I have had this on my TBR forever. Jacqueline Woodson is one of my favorite writers. She knows how to make a girl cry. So let me read the first sentence for you. Oh, and this is written in like stanzas. Nice. So it's like written in verse. I don't know if you can tell. Memory like a movie. The memory goes like this. Ollie's got the ball and he's running across the yard when Dad comes out of nowhere. Soft tackles him to the ground. Oh, this is gonna make me cry. I can already tell. Do you see? The sun's on the dad's back. It's gonna be so cute. God, am I even close to 30 books yet? Oh, that makes 17 books. I need 13 more. I think I'm gonna pull some books that I have audiobooks for and just power through this last 13. Oh, a book I missed for the short book collection is Black Girl Magic, which is a poetry collection. It's actually the second volume of this poetry collection. And I know Elizabeth Ostvedo's in here somewhere, so that's why I purchased it. See, page 1, My Beauty. I found my beauty wearing a suit jacket, and I slapped her, told her to love herself, and put on a tie to spite me. My beauty found herself trapped in men's clothes, and it wasn't that I didn't look good, just my beauty and I didn't see eye to eye. There's no period, so I don't want to read the whole poem to you, but that is also another book. Now we're at 18. I have a sci-fi that I'm very excited for by Mary Lou. We have Sky Hunter. I know the sequel has already come out, and I've heard so many great things about this book. First sentence is, ghosts travel in packs. What a great first sentence. Ghost who? Is it a real ghost? Maybe this does fit October's vibe. Another book I have the audio for is Black Sun. I was actually going to read this for the Crusty Book Club, but I never finished it. I just started it. So hopefully I can actually finish this. That'd be good. Today he would become a god, his mother had told him so. That second sentence is just perfection. Those 2 lines, everything. I actually have 2 popular books that I have audiobooks for that I think I'm going to make a dedicated video for each of them. First being Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I did love The Starless Sea, so I feel like I'm gonna love this because a lot of people say that this is like their favorite all-time book, so I'm excited. I don't know how to say this gentleman's name, so I'm gonna just say Prospero and hope for the best. The man billed as Prospero, the enchanter, receives a fair amount of correspondence via the theater office, but this is the first envelope addressed to him that contains a suicide note. And it also the first to arrive carefully pinned to the coat of a 5-year-old girl. If that is not the most interesting first sentence, I don't know what is. Okay, next on the popularity bin. Shadow and Bone. The Netflix series is out. I thoroughly enjoyed it, so I do want to read the Shadow and Bone trilogy, even though I know a lot of people just say, read Six of Crows. I want to fantasize about Mel and Alina, so might as well read this. The servants called them Malkiki, little ghosts, because they were the smallest and the youngest, and because they haunted the Duke's house like giggling phantoms, darting in and out of rooms, hiding in cupboards to eavesdrop, sneaking into the kitchen to steal the last of the summer peaches. Ooh. Oh, I totally missed this one in my small book category, but Perks of Being a Wildflower. I've actually never read it, but let me read the first sentence to you guys, even though you guys probably know it. So August 25th, 1991. Dear friend, I am writing to you because she said you listen and understand and didn't try to sleep with the person at that party even though you could have. It's definitely a teen book. I don't know if I want to do something crazy now, but there are a few books on here that I do want to read, but they're large and in charge, so I'm thinking maybe not. But I think I'm just gonna grab them anyway. Okay, I have some big boys on this list, and I guess we can start with the biggest of them, which is A Little Life. Ooh. It's definitely the quintessential like dark academia vibe. I know a lot of people record themselves crying to this book, which is a little interesting, but I'm very excited to read it and form my own opinions about it finally. The 11th apartment had only one closet, but it did have a sliding glass door that opened onto a small balcony from which he could see a man sitting across the way, outdoors in only a t-shirt and shorts even though it was October, smoking. Hey, it was October. The next behemoth is Don Quixote. Definitely dark academia vibes because it's a classic and it's over 1,000 pages long. So this might be a mistake, but it's on the list. I'm so peaked. I feel like I do have the audiobook for this, so don't worry, but it's like a 40-hour audiobook. This is just supposed to be the most exciting adventure story, and I'm here for it, but I feel like this would take me a month alone to read. But I want to get those dark academia vibes. Next, we have the Library of the Unwritten, which is all about like authors who don't finish books, and those unfinished books go to book hell, and they're trying to escape constantly. Seems really funny and witty. So the first sentence is, books ran when they grew restless, when they grew unruly, or when they grew real. The next book I have on the list is Dune. I'm very excited for this science fiction. The movie's coming out. Zendaya's in it, so you know I gotta support. I've actually read 200 pages of it and really enjoyed it. So hopefully I can actually finish it. That's the story of my life. The first sentence is, in the week before their departure to Arrakis? Don't look at me. When all the final scurrying about had reached a nearly unbearable frenzy, an old crone came to visit the mother of the boy, Paul. Ooh. We have another quintessential dark academia book, and that is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I want to form my own opinion about it. I really hope I like it, because I know Jamie from Jamie's Library loves this book, and I want to join in on the love. Chapter 1, does such a thing as the fatal flaw, that showy dark crack running down the middle of life, exist outside of literature? What a deep question. The last from that stack is Uprooted by Naomi Novik. So this is a fairy tale reimagining that a lot of people really love, so I definitely want to read it, and it's just perfect for those kind of autumnal vibes. The first sentence is, our dragon doesn't eat the girls he takes, no matter what stories they tell outside our valley. I'm shook. I need 2 more books to hit that 30, and I'm nervous but excited because I hope I can actually read all these books. You know what? I think I'm gonna pick some contemporary just to freshen up after all that dark academia, long, dense literature. Let's mix it up a little. Okay, and the last 2 contemporaries that I'm very excited for is I Believe in a Thing Called Love by Maureen Gu. She's become a very favorite contemporary author of mine. Somewhere Only We Know is a really fun book. So I remember someone commenting saying, oh my god, I wish you read this. I'll read it, baby. First sentence is, when I was 7, I thought I moved a pencil with my mind. Girl, if only you did, that'd be so cool. And last, I have The Life I'm In by Sharon G. Flake. Oh my god, literally, I loved The Skin I'm In, and this is a companion novel, so I'm very excited for it. Let me read the first sentence to you. Maybe I was born bad. The thing is, The Skin I'm In is so much about self-love, self-value, so many important topics, especially for people who are darker skinned, have like 4C hair, so like really kinky big hair, people who are considered fat and get made fun of for those different aspects. I feel like it's so important to see yourself in these books, really talking about the idea of beauty and are you beautiful and valuing yourself. It's so important, and I literally could not recommend The Skin I'm In enough, and I'm hoping that this story is just as good but better because it's a little longer. I'm excited. That was a lot of books. I truly hope I can actually read 30 books, but the real goal is to read more of my physical TBR and to catch up on my reading goal. So I really do want to read physically or with an audiobook from books that are in my collection, because I really do want to get my TBR down to 30%. I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but I hope so. If you haven't been following my unhaul journey, make sure to hit the notification bell. I have tons of fun books decluttering and stuff, and I am going to have my final unhaul video up soon. We'll see if this excitement continues, so make sure to subscribe. Hit the like button if you're excited for this. I will start doing weekly vlogs this month. Hopefully every Friday I will drop a weekly vlog and tell you about how I'm doing with my reading goals. Man, if I even just read 7 books a week, that'd be tremendous. I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you a little bit more sunshine, and I will see you in the next one.